Hola, ¿qué tal? I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. Today is the first on our series of questions and answers videos, where we answer some commonly asked questions from you, followers of the channel. If you want an answer to your question, drop us a line in the commentary box below. But keep in mind the next questions and answers video won't be ready before February 2023. In the description of the video you will find links to all the resources mentioned along the program. So the first question is quite interesting. I am searching for trains for December and I'm not finding any results. It happens every year when the end of the year approaches. Renfe, the public train operator, blocks the sale of train tickets for the second half of December. So there's nothing you can do but return on a regular basis to check their website until the tickets are introduced in the system. It's really annoying as it frustrates any attempt to plan in advance, but that's Renfe for you. Another question. Hi Tony, we're traveling for the first time in December. What suitcase recommendation can you give us, as I don't know if the AVE train has size limitations? A medium-sized carry-on will be fine to manage? Hello, there are luggage restrictions on board all high-speed trains and we encourage you to check them carefully before you buy any tickets. On the video we dedicate to the high-speed train in Spain and the videos we dedicate to Wigo and Avlo, you'll see the details. The choice of a suitcase size is a very personal issue that is intimately related to the length of your trip, but we would avoid at all costs a large suitcase. Another question. You are wonderful, thank you. Are there any discounts in transportation, museums and attractions in Madrid for people with disabilities? For a visitor to Madrid, you won't find discounts on the public transport system, but most tourist attractions give discounts to people with disabilities. There isn't a single rule, so you'll have to check each one of the places you plan on visiting. Is the international driving permit required in Spain? Well, it all depends on the nationality of your driving license. For European driving licenses, the IDP is not required. For other nationalities, the best thing would be to check with the company you are hiring the car from. Could you tell us about the different transport zones in Barcelona? Well, this is a really good question. Many people needlessly worry about transport zones in Barcelona. The entire city of Barcelona and all its tourist attractions and some neighboring cities as well, including El Prat, where Barcelona Airport is located, are within Zone 1. That's why you don't have to worry. A ticket valid for Zone 1, the most basic one, the cheapest, the one chosen by default in ticket vending machines, will take you everywhere in Barcelona. Another question. Thank you for your excellent content. Thank you. I would like to take advantage of the journey from Madrid to Barcelona to make a pit stop in Zaragoza. Is it possible to buy a single ticket, get off at Zaragoza and then use the same ticket for Barcelona? Thank you in advance for your attention and reply. Hello there, another excellent question. To board a high-speed train in Spain, you need to have a ticket valid for a specific train, including a seat reservation. And it's a ticket from point to point. If you buy a ticket to travel from Madrid to Barcelona and get off in Zaragoza halfway through, your second leg of the journey will be lost and you won't be able to board a different train as you won't have a valid ticket for it. If you want to make a pit stop, buy two separate tickets. In your case, one Madrid-Barcelona and one Zaragoza-Barcelona. And we have another train question. If I purchase a train ticket from Madrid to Granada, how do I know it's a high-speed train? If it's a direct train, chances are it will be a high-speed train. You need to look for the word AVE, A-V-E, along the details of the train. That will tell you whether it's a high-speed train or not. We will be in Barcelona on a Sunday in November aboard the ship Seaview. What will we find open for shopping? Well, unless it's a Sunday when all shops are allowed to open, and that happens a few times a year, in Barcelona you will find the main stores closed and small shops in the center of Barcelona catering for tourists opened. The public markets will be closed as well. An Andalusian question next. We intend to visit Seville and Granada. How many days you recommend for each city? Our usual advice is to dedicate 2 full days to each city to be able to see the basics. That translates into 3 nights slept both in Seville and Granada. Do I need to buy high-speed train tickets long in advance, or can I buy them at the station? Well, we'll have a video in the channel with 10 tips to make the most of the high-speed train in Spain, where you will find our answer to your question, and it's quite an important answer. Do check it out. I'd like to visit several Spanish cities. I have a full month for it. Which month do you recommend? I prefer a month with less tourists in Spain and plenty of sun. Well, we'll have a video in the channel describing Spain along the year, helping you choose the best month of the year. The problem is that the sunniest months of the year coincide with a high season. Tourists love the sun. But if you could choose, June or September could be a compromise. I'm going to Barcelona to embark on a cruise ship, and I'd like to know how to get to the cruise terminal. Well, we have just recorded a video on how to reach Barcelona's cruise terminal. It should air next week, so stay tuned for an answer to your question. I'd love to know which SIM card can I buy in Spain and use elsewhere in Europe. Is it better to buy it at the airport or somewhere in the center of town? Well, we have just published a video dealing with the issue. Don't miss it. Are there any discounts for over 60s in trains or activities? Renfe, the Spanish train operators, offers discounts for holders of a special card for senior citizens, but you have to pay for the card, and we feel the discounts offered by the card are not as interesting as the promotional prices you can get buying your tickets well in advance. As for activities and attractions in Spain, most places will give discounts to senior citizens of 65 or more years of age. Another excellent question. We like to get up early, around 6 a.m. At what time does life begin in Spain? Does it make sense to get started early? Good question, and no, it doesn't make sense if you plan on visiting attractions. They tend to open at 10 a.m., 9:30 at the earliest. Check the opening times of the first attraction you intend to visit and plan accordingly. I'm arriving at Atocha Cercanías and need to catch a high-speed train. How do I proceed? Well, Atocha Cercanías is where the local trains arrive, including the one coming from Madrid airport. The high-speed trains operate from Puerta de Atocha, which is under the same roof. Once you arrive in Madrid, exit the local train station, and once you go through the exit barriers, look for the signals pointing the way to Puerta de Atocha. Depending on the destination of your high-speed train, you will have to enter the station through the ground level entrance or at the first floor. Check the departure screens and ask for help if necessary. I'll be catching a connecting flight at Madrid airport and need to know how to go from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2. Hello there, we have a video on the channel where we described in the most helpful fashion we can think of how to complete any connection at the airport. Have a look at it. And another train connection question. I'm arriving at Madrid airport and I'm taking a train to Valencia from Atocha station. Do I need to buy a ticket for the train from the airport to Atocha? If you are traveling on an AVE train, the ticket from the airport to Atocha is included as part of your high-speed ticket. Once you approach the barriers at the entrance to the train station at the airport, scan the QR code that appears on your ticket to grant you access to the station for free. If you're traveling to Valencia on an AVLO train, you will have to pay for the train from the airport to Atocha. And that was our first selection of questions for our first session of questions and answers. If you have any question you would like us to answer, drop us a line at the commentary box below. Do remember our next Q&A session should air sometime during February. On screen now you will see a video we feel will be of great help in preparing your next trip to Spain. We'll see you there.